Hello, friends. Welcome back to another Sophia Santos OSINT exercise. Today we're looking at number 6. And full disclosure, I did solve this puzzle a few days ago, so I'm not looking at this with fresh eyes, but this was a lot of fun for me to do. So let's take a look at this. A task briefing. We've got on January 19th, 2023, a journalist with a bunch of followers uh, shared an image of a destroyed vehicle. The tweet said, breaking TTP, and for those that don't know, TTP is to my knowledge, branch of the Taliban in Pakistan. TTP carried out a suicide attack in a police post in Khyber city of Pakistan that killed 3 Pakistani police officers. The photo is not of the event described by the journalist, and our one and only task is verify the statement above, that being confirmed that this photo right here is not of the TTP suicide attack event. So, I've got that pasted in here, but we're also going to do some extra credit that Sophia Santos has not assigned, but I did some digging, and I think it's pretty interesting. After we confirmed that the photo is not of the event, we are also going to confirm that the breaking news quote is not exactly correct either. So first, let's take a look at the actual assigned task. Verifying the photo described. Verifying that this photo is not of the TTP suicide attack. So let's take a screenshot and then do a reverse image search. Let's see some exact matches. And okay, here we have a website that uses this image, says car bomb explosions in Iraq. They say hundreds of Balkan jihadists have joined ISIS from 2014. So we can take this as proof enough. The task doesn't say know what the image actually is. We can just use this as evidence enough to say that no, this image is at least from 2014. And frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if this image isn't of this car bomb explosion in Iraq either, but who knows? It's not our task to verify it. Now, what I think is probably a little bit more interesting is the second task that we've assigned ourselves here. So, if we can't trust this journalist to give us the correct picture, we want to double check everything that the journalist puts out. No? So, let's double check this quote right here. So, I want to just find other sources that talk about the TTP suicide attack. Yeah, Khyber City Police Post. You can see that I've already searched for this a couple days ago. Let's time limit it. When this breaking news happened? January 19th. Okay, let's time limit it to the 18th of January. And to the end of January that year. Okay, so Reuters is usually pretty good. Killed 3 police officers. Okay, so far we're getting stuff that's corroborated with the journalist's claim. Let's go to Voice of America. Killing 3 security force officers. Alright, this also seems to say that 3 police officers were killed, but let's keep digging. We can't stop digging until we're 100% sure. Okay, so Radio Free Europe says 3 Pakistani policemen killed. Yeah. to read the original story. Ooh, okay, so we're getting closer to a original source. You always want to look for the original source. Because things can often get distorted. Look at that. 2 policemen killed in suicide attack in Khyber. I see 2 dead policemen, not 3. So let's take a closer look at this article. Okay. Killing 2 police officers and injuring a staff member. Okay, so the original source tells us that we should have some doubt about this quotation because this source says that only 2 policemen were killed and 1 injured staff member. So it's still possible that, this the original story gets published immediately afterwards, and then by the time that those other stories that say 3 policemen killed are published, this 3rd injured staff member dies. But at any rate, it's still a staff member and not a police officer, and this original article was found that important enough to directly point at it. So let's see if we can maybe find out what happened to this individual. Okay, we got another source that says 2 policemen killed in Pakistan terror attack. Okay, 2 of them succumbed to their injuries while being taken to the hospital. The other was under treatment. Okay, so probably this one that was taken under treatment is this injured staff member. So we've got one clue about what could have possibly happened to this injured staff member. Let's keep digging. The reason why I'm skipping a lot of these is because, we've got the majority of these things are about the mosque suicide attack in Pakistan that happened at a very similar time. But, okay, here you can see purple link. I've clicked on this. This is more or less our solution. 3 policemen martyred in terrorist bombing in Khyber checkpost, but let's read it beyond the headline. So we've got, okay, 2 policemen were martyred in the attack, while a cook, not a policeman, but a cook, in the checkpost identified as Rafiq, was shifted to the Peshawar hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Okay, so we found from one source that it was a cook, or an injured staff member, not a killed staff member. Then we found another source that one of the injured staff members was transferred to a hospital. And then here we found likely what happened to the staff member, that he unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. So my friends, I think that we have our solution, that when we verify this breaking news quotation, we find that, yes, 3 people from the outpost were killed, but only 2 were policemen and 1 was a cook. And additionally, this cook died at the hospital and not directly at the site, which is what this quotation sort of implies. So we solved that in about 9 minutes. I think that's our shortest one yet. Well, yeah, thank you very much for watching, for confirming the image was not of the event, and for doing our extra credit and double checking this journalist's slightly incorrect breaking news story. Awesome. Have a great day, guys.